Nidra, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hello. I am calling because I have a side business that is growing, and I've been able to fund it from my day job.
Nice.
So I started with the most recent company earlier this month, and on my first day, I realized that the person who had hired me had been promoted, and so that person is no longer going to be my manager, and I have someone new.
Oh.
And so what I'm looking at is how to remain hopeful in this situation, knowing that I need the money to fund my business, and just because when I first found out, I was in my head thinking, should I go look for something else? My first thought was, should I go look for something else? I didn't know that this would happen.
Wait. So I understand that, but I think there was a deeper thought there that I want you to identify if you haven't already. There was another thought or feeling that caused you to think, should I look somewhere else because I didn't expect this? There's something there. What was the fear when you found out that you had a new leader all of a sudden?
The fear was having to prove myself to someone that I wasn't mentally prepared to be my manager.
What makes you think you have to prove anything to them? Because they weren't in that leadership role either. They're coming in new. You were already hired. So they've inherited a team, yes or no?
Yes.
Are they from the outside or inside?
Inside.
So they're from the inside. Were they on the team that you're on?
Yes.
Oh, so they were there when you got hired. They were on the team.
Yes.
So what makes you think you have to prove yourself to them other than the fact that you've already been hired and you got a job and you're doing the job and you're going to do it well? What makes you think you have to prove anything?
Well, I will say that during the actual interview process, there were questions that I asked the previous hiring manager to make sure that based on what I was looking for, that she would be a really suitable fit. And so I didn't get the opportunity to ask, the current person. And so I had a cringe moment of, I didn't get a chance to prepare, and now this happens, and how do I know if I'm going to be okay?
Well, how long have you been in this position?
Literally 2 weeks.
Okay. And how long ago did the hiring manager change positions?
Right before I came, so maybe 2.5.
Oh, okay.
3 weeks,
so they
maybe.
hire you, and that person leaves into a different role before you start.
Right.
Okay. And when you asked all these questions of the previous hiring manager, did you feel confident coming in based on her or his answers? Okay.
Oh, yes. I was excited.
Okay. So has there been any conversation with that previous hiring manager?
Yes, we've talked about it twice, and she's actually said that even if I were working for her, that I would still be trained by the person who is currently managing me.
Great.
And she said that yes, even though she's not my manager, that it is open door policy. Whatever I want to talk about, just to know that she is there, like it's completely open door. They're not like typical companies where if you're of a certain title, you don't talk to people. There's this completely open door. They love having open, honest conversation. And I did share how when I heard that she was not going to be my manager, that I literally gasped 3 times.
What did she say to that?
And she was like, oh my God. Like I could tell that she felt bad. And
but what did she say to reassure you about your new leader?
That she's someone who is extremely strong. And what I do, she's someone who is well trained, and based on what she knows, they have the same working style. And so she does think that she'll be a really good match for me.
Great. And then let's shift gears. How do you feel about your ability to do the job now that you've been on for 2 weeks and you've received some training? How confident are you that you can do a really good job in your role?
I'm very confident.
All right, then. Nidra, what would have to be true for this new leader to come in the office one day and go, I don't think Nidra's a good fit. We're moving on. I didn't hire her. She's out. Are you giggling? Nidra, why are you giggling at that question?
Oh, God, because I don't, based on what I've gotten from her, I don't see her doing that.
Yeah.
Like, she totally seems like the sweetest,
Yeah.
kindest person, extremely patient.
Oh, great.
And I'm very thankful for that.
Good. And so let's take that analysis, your words, not mine, and put it on top of the fact that you've been there 2 weeks and you are very confident that you're going to do a good job. So you are now worried about a monster that is under the bed that you know good and well is not under the bed. But I just looked under the bed and there's no monster, Nidra. So you called me today for some type of reassurance. Or maybe you just needed me to walk you through that. But you are going to have to do something really boneheaded and intentionally ridiculous for this to go south. And I don't see any scenario by which that happens. So you are in control of this, and you are in control of your future as it relates to your ability to do the job, your ability to get along with her, develop a relationship with her, get to know her, lead up with her, serve her, connect with her, build a relationship with her. That's all you got to do. And then come in and do a good job. Am I right?
Yes, that's it.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Are you confident now that you're going to be fine with this new leader? No more gasping is the question. Are you gasping?
No, I'm not gasping. She really is just the sweetest, kindest person. And
okay. So that's all you needed from me is to walk you through that. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, final encouragement. Change is scary. And what happened to you was you got confronted with a change that you had no idea was happening, and it just threw you. And so you learn from this now. The next time change comes your way when you least expect it, you have got to be a big girl and step back from the situation. I'm teaching now our rest of our audience here because Nidra, ain't nothing wrong with Nidra. She's just like the rest of us. An unexpected change it's like smacking you right in the face. And, whoa, what just happened? And you're startled. And then you go from startled to scared. And what you have to do is you got to go, wait. Let me just back up from this situation a little bit. What am I really afraid of? And we need to identify that fear. And then we write it down or type it out or speak it to somebody. You got to get the fear out of the head. William James is the father of modern psychology, and he once said, no matter how absurd something is, if it is repeated often enough, people will believe it. No matter how absurd something is, if I think it enough, I will believe it. I got to get it out of my head. And when I get it out of my head, I go, what must be true for this fear to actually come to pass? And then we will find out if our fear is protecting us or if it is holding us back. That's all we got to do, folks. Get it out and examine it.